Why, hello, it's Monday. So, as I promised, we're going to do a shrimp pasta salad today. I've looked all over the internet to see if there was anything different that I could make than what I've been used to making, and I did find some variations. Tim's mother makes this awesome shrimp pasta salad, but it has pineapple in it, and Mr. Tim does not like pineapple. I love it, and I love it when she makes it and I get to eat it at camp, but I can't make it here by any means. So I'm going to do sort of what's on the internet, or sort of classic if you just want to call it classic, and I'm going to add my twist to it. So first things first, over here I have already boiled and cooled I'm using mini shells today. And I keep moving them around because a lot of water, believe it or not, can set inside these top ones. So I moved it with my hand earlier, and I keep jostling it around to make sure all the water's out of there, because that can spoil your recipe. Water is just a waste of time in here. So we're going to start right out with our shrimp. I've got about 3 cups in there. More salad than Tim and I use in one meal, but it'll be nice to have a little bit left over tomorrow. The second thing I've got in there I'm going to cut up is I'm going to use some eggs. So when I boil my eggs, I boil them for 10 to 13 minutes. I used to always be standard at 10, and then I read somewhere that 13 was better, so I vary it in there, 10 to 13. Definitely no less than 10. I have this awesome, we all remember this from when we did the eggs before. You put them in there, and then I just see how they're serrated, and I just cut them like this, and right down through the middle. Can you see what I'm doing? Look at all the wonderful pieces that happen. Takes 2 seconds. Never leave your eggs in standing cold water to make them cold. When you take your eggs out, get the hot water out right away. Fill up your pan with cold water. And just keep an eye on it because it only takes a couple of minutes. The water gets hot again. So quickly pull out that water again. Keep refilling it with cold water until your eggs stand cold. But don't let them sit just in cold water because they're hard. Sitting in cold water makes them hard to peel. If you keep pulling that water out of there and don't let them stand right. And the minute they're cold, get them out. Don't leave them in there. So here we go again. We're putting them in our thing. And boom. This is how I do it. Easiest eggs in the world. Just back down the middle, so I cut them 3 times, and I'm going to do 3 eggs. Again, here we go, in my hand, boom, boom. If you can see the really beautiful color in these are organic eggs. I got these up in Stowe, the same woman that I got the blueberries from the other day. I got these eggs, but I have been getting my eggs up the road from Matt and Morgan Hale. They have great organic eggs up here, and I think theirs is only $3 a dozen. The one up in Stowe was $4, but we were there anyways, and I got the 4. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw, I buy fully cooked salad shrimp. They're really nice size. You can see that if you look into the bowl here, they're just a really nice little size. They're already cooked, and I've only got a half a pound today. I thought I pulled out a whole pound, but I'm going to just throw it all in there anyways because I have other things I'm adding to the salad, so you're not going to miss the fact that usually I use a whole pound in here. I'm going to keep this for a minute. The next thing I'm going to do is see how we're already starting to build on something here. Our eggs are in there, our shrimp's in there. You can go anywhere with this. Now, like I said, Tim's mother puts pineapple in here, which is fantastic. We're not going to do that, of course, but a lot of things you can do. You can just use your imagination here. I'm going to go with some onions, but I wanted to show you, for people who haven't taken them out of the garden, what it looks like. I just pulled a couple of them out of the garden today so I could show you this process. Where is my, where's my big knife I had here a minute ago? Here it is. So this is what it looks like when it comes out. This is actually almost too big. See, it's got some brown ends to it, so snip off the brown ends. This is what it looks like when it comes out of the garden. So I just take off this root part here and drop it, and when you do, it comes, anything that's supposed to be unattached slides right off. And if it's already started growing into a bulb, you're not going to have a lot of it slide off because it'll be ready. It's like I've got a couple of bigger ends here, so that's why I said this one was almost too big. Tim likes them to be like this so that he can eat them at the table. He doesn't usually like them any bigger than that. I mean, he'll eat them, but he likes to have them in cooking. So I've got 1 or 2 like that so I can show you. So snip off the root part and then pull, and you can see everything just comes right off. See how that ended up being just... I love going to the garden for these. Of course, Tim and I are probably no bigger onion loving couple than Tim and I. We absolutely love our onions for sure. I'm going to pull the rest out of this bowl for right now, but that's all it takes to get those prepared. But over here I have some ready to cut. So here we go. Going back on my cutting board, and we're going to do what Sunny said. Remember, rock it, rock it, rock it. So here we go. Rock. Keep your fingers tucked. If you can see what my fingers are, tucked like this. She's got them tucked like this. Keep them tucked and just keep rocking. She's better at it. I tend to still pull on my knife. She just, as you can see her there the other night, she was rocking back and forth and she cut things much faster than I did. Sunny will be coming back here and doing a few more guest shots. We just haven't had the chance yet. Tomorrow night we're going to have a really fun night here. We're going to have Thanksgiving because most of my Sunny was in New York and Danielle was with her in-laws on Thanksgiving, and we did not get a celebration here. And we're so thankful for Sunny being home from New York City, and she's pregnant for her first child. So we're having a good old-fashioned Thanksgiving with a turkey, which is going to be so exciting. I don't know all the side dishes I'm going to have just yet, but it's going to be fun. So you're supposed to do like about 3 of these, which as you saw, I did have 3 of them. And I'm going to take them right to the ends. There's going to be a couple of scraggly ends, so when I get down there, I'm going to trim them, because you don't want to put your scraggly ends in there. But look how beautiful that is. I like that dark green. Isn't that gorgeous? Yes, I'm not rocking it like Sunny said, because now I'm chatting with you and I'm not paying attention. I'm supposed to be going boom, 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 like she does. I'll have her come back and show that to you again another day.
You got the wrong kind of knife.
Yeah, I do have the wrong kind of knife, too. That's a good point, love. And that one's kind of rough, and this one's kind of rough. There we go. So there we go. So here is our scallions. Ta-da. And I'm probably going to, I don't know, honey. That's a lot of green. Do you want another regular onion on top of this, or do you think that's going to be...
No, it should be plenty.
There should be plenty with that flavor. I'm also going to cut up a celery and a rib or 2. I don't have them very big. I don't know if you like your pieces like that, that's fine. Or if people don't want to bite into a big piece of celery, then take your celery like this before you're cutting so you're not wasting your energy. Hold it together and then keep cutting it. So you've got the smaller pieces. I don't know, I'm just showing you. Some people like the bigger pieces, some like the smaller. So I was just showing you how easy it was to fold it into itself. After you've cut it apart, fold it into itself. And just keep cutting. I did not grow this celery. This is from the store, and I'm sad. Tim and I have both decided that next year we're not wasting any more time or space on radishes. So next year I really want to grow some celery in the row that was wasted on radishes, because we just, no matter what we do, for some reason we are radish challenged. We get some pretty good ones, and then I don't know, you know what, I even went as far as taking a measuring tape measure with me when I was putting the seeds in the ground, so that I made sure that I had them exactly so far apart like I said on the box. Because last year we thought, well, maybe we had them too close together, and nah, I think we're just radish challenged. So I think we'll just go to Hartman's for those from now on and just respect the radish and not have it anymore. I think I need a little bit more. I don't know, do you think that's enough? Proportionately with the, yeah, let's just kind of cut up this one right here too. It's a smaller one anyway, so yeah. So next year we definitely want to, I really want to try, what do you think, honey? To grow some radishes? I mean, not some radishes, some celery.
Yes.
It's fun. It's really good. I mean, I've had it fresh out of the garden before, and oh my, oh my. Yeah, I'm going to do those next, honey. So don't you be eating my peas. Nope. Watch, I'll show you what we're going to do with those. I just caught our cameraman trying to take down some of my peas, which is a surprise for here. I literally went up to the garden just before this, picked all of the potato bugs that I could find, and then picked peas because I really, really wanted to do something special and sweet in here. And I thought some sweet peas, nice fresh. So he's like got them in his hand and he's trying to mac down on them. No, baby, not. So now let's go back over to here. I did get a couple of these today, the tomatoes, and they're actually kind of light. I probably should have left them in the, but when I was in the sunlight, they look darker. But if I leave them over here on the counter, the thing about tomatoes are, did you know, everybody, that tomatoes don't ripen in the sunlight, they ripen in the dark. That's why when your tomato season is all over with and you're pulling your plants, don't throw away the tomatoes that are still green. First of all, there's something really cool called fried green tomatoes, and we can do that if you want. But other ones, if you want them to turn red, put them in a bag, like a paper bag, not a plastic, a paper bag, put them in a dark closet or something, and they'll be red in a couple of days. And that's really cool. So I'm going to leave these out here on the counter because they actually will just finish getting their natural gold here on the counter. So what I did here today is I went up and I picked some, as you can see, are the round I'm ready kind of peas like this. Those will open. And what I'm going to do is over here, because yesterday I had tried them and see they're very sweet. They don't need to be cooked when they're not quite all the way. I was just making sure that I was correct. You want one? Want a taste of one? Because now they're going to be in your salad. So the bigger ones, I'm going to all open in here like this. Then I purposefully, you can see there's a handful of bigger ones here like this one. These I purposefully picked. See how they have, they're like as if you were stir frying with them. I also picked a handful of those because I'm going to, of course, snip these off the end so that they're perfect. The little attachments that are onto the plant. See, because I'm not going to open these. And I'm going to, and Marie's going to jump because every year we plant peas, she always goes, make sure you bring me some pea pods. And I go, oh my God, I can't kill peas before their time. But I am going to throw some in the salad just to show you how beautiful they are. So I'm going to take a couple of minutes because I really want to finish the salad up in your presence. I don't want to. So let's put these peas in here like this. Yeah, so the only thing that's left to do, well, I want to pull these out so I know where I'm going here. So I'm not, shelling peas takes a while. Yeah. I was going to, I just wanted them to see what it would look like, though, if it had pea pods themselves and the open peas in there. So that's why I'm taking them out of here so that I can just put a couple more in there. The ones that are round are the ones I'm going to open and get everything out of, and the flat ones like this are going right in the salad on their own. It's so good. I haven't even eaten any of these little, and Marie's going to be so mad. She literally does say, don't forget, I'd take some pea pods if you had them, and of course I do, because pea pods come long before the peas themselves. So anyways, I'm going to stop pilfering through these for right now, but you get the idea. I'm going to leave these on top so you can see what they look like. So the last thing to do is, you can add anything else. If you want something heavy, like we were looking at the tricolor pasta salad last night that has the Italian dressing in it, and there's so many things that you can add to that. Gosh, there's olives, there's broccoli, there's cauliflower, there's, like I said last night, anything from the garden, just pick it. If it's green, if it's good like that, pick it, cut it, chop it, throw it in that salad we had last night, because it's never going to be the same twice with all the fun things you put in there. And like I said before too, I had leftover pepperoni, I had leftover kielbasa, I have leftover sweet sausage. I chopped those up for nice flavors too, but there's always pepperonis in it. This one's a little bit different, but I don't know if I would put the heaviness of broccoli or whatever in here, but I don't know. It's your taste. Maybe you would like it that way. I'm just suggesting, but definitely out in the garden, something sweet. This is a sweeter, different kind of salad. Definitely in the garden, get the nice, sweet little stuff like these wonderful little pods, which I know Marie's going to be having a fit because I keep putting them in here. This one I had opened. And then all you do after this is, there's a few different, I looked at some different recipes. Some of the recipes have, actually I'll pull one out here so I can tell you. One of the recipes has, they call it the dressing. It always starts with mayonnaise, like about a cup of mayonnaise. One of them goes so far as to do mayonnaise with lemon juice and garlic powder and mustard, a couple of pinches of sugar, a half teaspoon of hot sauce, some Worcestershire sauce, salt, pepper, and then, but the basic one here, and I've done this before, the basic one here is, let's just throw some mayonnaise in here, let's try to get about a cup. about a cup of mayonnaise here, which I'm eyeballing to be about that, right? It's around a cup. And the wonderful thing about this recipe that I was following asked for sweet pickles diced up, like nice sweet pickles. Well, sweet pickles diced up is relish. Sweet relish. So instead of taking the time, I mean, I do have some pickles in the cupboard, but what I'm trying to do right now is I'd like to get my refrigerator cleaned a little bit. So I'm trying to have less produce and less leftovers in my fridge. So I don't want to open a jar of pickles right now to have, because it has you cut up the pickles and then it has you add the pickle juice to the mayonnaise with salt and pepper. And I actually even put garlic in there. But I'm not going to do that because I don't want another jar in the fridge. I'm trying to get as many things out of the fridge as I can so I can clean it and start all over again with the garden coming the way it is. So I'm just going to go in here and grab, see what I mean? Some sweet relish, which is pickles chopped up. And so, and it already has the juice in it, which they want for the mayonnaise. So I'm just kind of improvising and adding my own amount here. And then I'm going to throw in, it says salt and pepper to taste. I'm going to salt and pepper this, but I'm sure Tim will salt and pepper it at the table as well because he always does. I'm going to use regular standard table salt, but for me, I'll show you what I use. I very rarely salt anything at the table, but I do, if I do, it's this for me, sea salt. But Tim uses just standard. And I'm going to go for it and just put a little garlic salt in here because I think, oh my god, that's going to be really cool. So you see just the little amount I threw in there. I wouldn't put fresh garlic in this because I think it would be a bit too much. But so that's considered your dressing. And you're just going to put it on top of here. And then you're just going to, I mean, there's going to be more peas and pea pods and stuff in here because I don't want you to stay here and watch me open all of these just to get the peas from inside. So I feel bad that you're not going to see all the pea pods that are supposed to be in here. So I'll save a couple off here so I can throw them on the top or something. I don't know, maybe I didn't use enough mayonnaise. I figured for about that much, but we'll see. We're bringing it up from the bottom. Maybe there's more there than I realized because I can always just throw together a little bit more. Again, this isn't something where you want it sitting in a whole bunch of mayonnaise on the bottom. You just want to coat everything so it's nice and, yeah, it looks like it's all sweetly coated, isn't it, honey? Kind of does look like it worked out. I'm always just eyeballing that. I'll put up what I think the amounts should be, like a cup of this and a cup of that, or a tablespoon of that for you. But yeah. So I'm going to throw a couple more on top of these so that you can get the look and the effect of what it's supposed to look like with the pea pods on it. So you can see how pretty it is. But I'm going to go ahead. You can see what I've got in here in the bowl. I've still got more to go here. That I want to open them and put those beautiful fresh peas on top of there. They're going to snap a little bit because they haven't been cooked, but they're not fully matured yet, so they're not going to be offensive in their snap. They're not going to be like, oh, I really needed to cook these. They're definitely still going to be sweet, which is why I checked them last night when I was up there and knew that I could grab them today. So, get another one open here. And I love, do you know one thing I love is sitting. Oh, I love that with my daycare. I used to have a big old bowl every day, and I'd watch them play on the playground while I was sitting there shelling my peas, and if they didn't need me, I kept shelling my peas. But I'm trying to bring these to the front so you can see how pretty they are. It was your last picture. I don't want
Stop
you...
burying them.
I know, right? Whoops, there, they're coming to the top. So that's how beautiful that is. You say you want some summer salads. I got more to go. I mean, I've still probably... I don't think I showed you all the potato salads, did I? Did I show you the German one with the mustard? Did I show them that? I'll have to go back on the video and check because I don't think you got the one that's full of the mustards, and the German one is really, really, really good. But maybe I did that one, and I did I know I did the traditional one, but I've got more to go. I'm just going to keep throwing some salads out there because that's what you asked for. We will be doing some beer can chicken soon, but we're going to get through Thanksgiving tomorrow with the kids. I don't know. Somebody said that Mary said that she wanted me to tape Thanksgiving dinner, but how do I tape Thanksgiving dinner? I mean, what parts and pieces of it did you think you want to see? There's still 24 hours if you feel that you want to see something in particular being put together. Otherwise, it's going to be a turkey in the oven, whatever sides I'm throwing together, like mashed potatoes or whatever. It's going to be a nice warm thing that we're going to fill our plates at the table and go to the gazebo in the nice breeze and eat out there, so we're not going to be hot and trying to consume that type of food in the middle of summer. So there you go. That's a nice summer salad. Go to your garden and see what's light in there, and put it. I mean, Tim was saying you could also put radish in this. I mean, you know, if you like that. I'm not a person who likes radishes. He likes to eat them, so he's polite and he eats them at the table. I don't put them in the salads, but that doesn't mean you can't put them in the salads or olives or anything like that. So I'm going to go back and finish putting my peas in here and make sure that there's enough of what they call the dressing on there, and get our kebabs. I'll show you our kebabs because I know you want to see them. So the kebabs, I'm going to, and I didn't put these together because I wanted to get an idea of what to put together and what it looked like before I went ahead and tried it myself. So here we are. These came from Hannaford's. They're really exciting. What I'm going to do with these before we put them on the grill is I'm going to sit them in a marinade, yes, thank you, of maple syrup and maybe a little teriyaki, or not Worcestershire, what am I thinking?
Soy sauce.
Soy sauce, thank you. Soy sauce and thank you for being there and telling me that stuff, honey. Soy sauce and definitely syrup for sure, and I'll have to think about a couple of other things if I want, or maybe that's enough. Then we're going to put them on the grill, and I don't think we grill them that long. I think it's only one of those, just a few minutes. We're going to use that, oh, he's got it outside. Remember that contraption that I use where you can put them on there so they don't stick? 10 to 15 minutes on the open grill. So that's what's going to be for dinner, this beautiful salad, this. And I still have some of the wonderful corn on the cob, only this time it's not from Hannaford's, it's from Hartman's. So yeah, that's what's for dinner today. And I don't know how we're going to handle tomorrow. Maybe we'll video, maybe we won't. I know Mary said video the dinner, but tell me exactly what you'd want to see within the dinner, because it'd be hard to video the whole dinner. I don't understand how that would kind of work because there's too many pieces that go in at different times. Okay, thanks. Bye.